I'm wondering about being, conceiving in the moment of walking. We might understand how our thoughts and emotions create our path. Sometimes salient features of the picture and the life that surrounds us every day become blind to us. One sometimes becomes so accustomed by habit in one's habitus that one might fall into the trap of being a passive vehicle in and out of streets and buildings. Living in London, I try to remain as much within the spirit of the view I grew up in, the beautiful orange egg yolk sunset, melting in the sizzling mirror of Thessaloniki's Thermikos Bay. I look around, observe, and participate in the making of my path. I'm going to read from Michel de Certeau's book, The Practice of Everyday Life, quoting page 97. A comparison with the Speech Act will allow us to go further and not limit ourselves to the critique of graphic representations alone, looking from the shores of legibility toward an inaccessible beyond. The act of walking is to the urban system what the Speech Act is to language or to the statements uttered. At the most elementary level, it has a triple enunciative function. It is a process of appropriation of the topographical system on the part of the pedestrian, just as the speaker appropriates and takes on the language. It is a spatial acting out of the place, just as the Speech Act is an acoustic acting out of language, and it implies relations among differentiated positions, that is, among pragmatic contracts in the form of movements, just as verbal enunciation is an allocution, posits another opposite, the speaker, and puts contracts between interlocutors into action. It thus seems possible to give a preliminary definition of walking as a space of enunciation. The walking of passers-by offers a series of turns, tours, and detours that can be compared to turns of phrase or stylistic figures. There is a rhetoric of walking. The art of turning phrases finds an equivalent in an art of composing a path. Tenir un parcours. Like ordinary language, this art implies and combines styles and uses. Style specifies a linguistic structure that manifests on the symbolic level an individual's fundamental way of being in the world.